Hello, and welcome to this card reading for October the 12th through the 18th. I am Angelyn. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for joining me if this is not the first time that you've joined me. I appreciate everyone and anyone who comes back, and I always appreciate shares and likes and things like that, things that make your content boost for other people. All right, I am a therapist, and also I do psychic work and energy work in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. I love it there. I love the work that I do. Know that much of my read comes from an emotional lens, through the lens of psychology and the belief that psychology and emotional health take us straight and directly to spiritual health. Let's get going. All right, for the week of October the 12th through the 18th, the main theme of the week, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, you guys, so the Five of Pentacles is out of resources. Feeling like, maybe you just paid a bunch of bills and you feel like you don't have any money, you know what I mean? Or maybe you just had to put out a bunch of money for this other thing, or maybe you had fewer, maybe you own a business and you made fewer sales, like it might actually be fewer resources, but it can also be feeling like you don't have enough time, feeling like your health is down, like you don't have the energy, you don't have the capacity, you don't have the money. It could be any of those things. But it's just this feeling of like being worn down, or just sort of being, for whatever reason, feeling like you don't have enough. Okay? So, not the best way, best card to pull for a theme, but the good news about the fives is that the fives are all about expansion. And so the invitation from the Five of Pentacles is, all right, well, you feel like this, so let's find a way out. Let's find a way to expand and grow and figure this out so that we can not feel this way. Okay, so what will the week look like? Wonderful. Wow, this is just very, 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 very interesting. Okay. So, I want to say we have two more fives. All fives mean expansion. All fives, part of all the fives is that feeling of constriction or of the withdrawal, okay? It's like that withdrawal that comes before a big opening. So I just want to be upfront that we have a couple more fives this week. The week starts out, though, on Sunday with a day of ease, a day where we might remember, oh gosh, the autumn felt like this 5 years ago, or the autumn felt like this 7 years ago, and boy do I love it, or boy do I love just hanging out, outside if it's pretty where you are, or boy do I remember getting to rest on a rainy day if where you are it is rainy. It's a feeling of nostalgia, of comfort, of rest, of ease. So enjoy your Sunday, you guys, if today is Sunday. All right, Monday, the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands means overwhelm. Monday looks like a day where there might be a lot going on. This might be a day when, I think tomorrow for me, I'm cooking and shopping and teaching a 5-hour class. So, that sort of gives you a really good idea. It's a day where you might need to ask people for help. That means you might get takeout. That means that you might ask someone if they want to trade nights cooking. Maybe they'll do Monday and you can do Thursday. I don't know. But it's a day that you reach out to people and ask for help. It's a day that you might be balancing too many things. All right, Tuesday, we have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a really lovely card. It's about celebration. It's about saying, you know, we made it past that constricted time of the 5, and here we are. Now let's just take a minute and enjoy. And that's quite lovely. So that is in harmony with Sunday's 6. We have a 6 on Sunday and a 6 on Tuesday. Beautiful. That's quite nice. So it looks like Monday is going to be very busy, but Sunday and Tuesday are going to be a nice sort of balance to that. And then when we look at Wednesday, on Wednesday we have the Hanged One. Okay, and so what this card teaches us is it's okay to be in suspension. It's okay to take a minute and really evaluate what's happening in your world and in your life and figure out how you want to move forward. Now, one of the things to know about the Hanged One is that nobody puts us in this position. This is a position that we put ourselves in on purpose because we need to take some time to stop and look around and see how we want to proceed. It's important to do periodically, as most of you know, maybe all of you. And this is a day where we're being shown that we should do that. We should do that. There's something that we should not act on Wednesday. We should wait. Now, Thursday is a 5. So now Thursday and Saturday we have 5s. So remember, those are days of expansion, but they lead to expansion, but they first feel very constricting and difficult. Thursday, a 5 of Cups. This is sadness. This is grief. This is emotional difficulty, emotional constriction. Let's ask about whether or not that is an individual thing or a collective thing, because the Hanged One is facing this card, and it feels like this could be a good thing to know. All right, this is an individual thing. So these are this feeling, this need to sort of go inward and really look at what's going on. You know, the Hanged One is saying we need to look at what's going on and not make any decisions because Thursday we're going to have some sadness. This feels like an individual process. I think that this is an individual process that we're going through. I don't know if it's because of something that's going on in the collective or not. I have no idea. It could be something that's going on for each of us individually, or it could be something that's going on in the collective. But it feels like Wednesday and Thursday, they're sort of married together. And I would suggest even that you hold off on making a decision until after Thursday. Actually, Friday looks like a really good day. Friday is a day of groundedness. It's a day of feeling secure, of, you know, it's like this contemplation, this time that you spent looking at what's going on and really discovering emotionally, you know, why you're feeling upset or what you need to shift so that you can feel better. That pays off because Friday we feel very grounded. There is a feeling of maybe wanting to be out in nature or being able to easily commune with nature. It might be a beautiful day outside. That's a day that you should probably just go have a picnic or sit outside or read a book or something that's going to feel grounding to you. And if you can go outside, you should do it. This is a Friday. There's a sense of stability, which is so nice because, the theme for the week is like a lack of resources. So it looks like by Friday, we're starting to feel a little bit better. Yeah. I think that the feeling, this overarching theme part, the feeling of not having enough eases by Friday. And then on Saturday is our our third 5. And this is the 5 of Swords, which can indicate maybe an argument or a difficult conversation. The instruction on this card is that you need to walk away and not engage. That there's nothing good for you in sticking around and fighting and clashing with someone, but instead really just try to be okay walking away. So, to be very honest, you guys, this looks like not the easiest week, which this past week wasn't either. And sometimes weeks are going to be like that. I would like to get a little more information and guidance around how to move forward. Like what's the advice here? It looks like there's going to be, some emotions and some energy that may not feel great. And so I would like to look at instruction. Okay. So the advice that the cards are giving us for the week is to make sure, I just love her, the Queen of Pentacles. She's the one that says, hey, hang up that one painting that you love, put it right across from where you sit in the living room. When you sit and you read books or where you sit and watch TV or whatever it is that you do, across from you needs to be that painting that you love. She says bring in beauty, and when you do that, when you purposefully and intentionally bring beauty into your life, that opens your heart in a beautiful way and allows you to live there more. It pays and pays and pays and pays forward. Your health is impacted by this. When you feel grateful for the way the sun comes in and shines on that beautiful plant that I have right there, it matters. And so she's saying part of the way that we're going to get through the week in one piece is to make sure that you're doing things for yourself that do that for your heart, that make you feel good, that make you remember that there is beauty and lots and lots and lots of beautiful things in this world. We are to move forward as we're guided. If you're feeling strongly like, the day Wednesday, the day that we have the Hanged One, this day, this is just an example, but the Page of Wands is telling us, see how there's a blindfold there? We don't really know where we're going, but we're going forward because we're trusting in this process and we're trusting that things are going to be okay. We're just going to keep moving forward. So as an example, if this is Wednesday, the Hanged One day, maybe that means that you call your friend with a hot tub and say, hey man, while you're at work, can I go sit in your hot tub? I mean, why not? I need to contemplate things. I need to figure things out. Maybe you need to take your lunch break and go on a hike. I don't know, but that would be sort of an example of like just sort of moving forward, doing and in a way that you're not really sure if this is right, but it's what feels good, and I trust that I'm going to get there where I need to go. There will be a portal. There will be a portal opening. This is the Two of Wands. So what this means is that there will be a point in the week where it's like that way. That's the way right there. And you need to take it. Like when you have that clarity, that's the direction you need to go. And just follow that. End of story. The last piece of advice, connect with people that you love and that love you. These are the things that support us. Trusting in ourselves, making our environment beautiful, which makes us happier, and connecting with people that we love. Connect with your pets, connect with yourself, go inward. This looks like it might be a tough week. That's okay. We've done tough weeks. We can do more tough weeks. Take care. I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me.